You're welcome to my channel, and it is officially summer. We know we have come into summer, but don't mind the drizzling of the rain that always come here and there. It's just to deceive us and not make us enjoy our summer days, but it is officially summer and the children are on holidays. How good is that? If you have a child that is a teenager, at least from about 15 and above, there are ways in which you can make them enjoy their summertime and not make them just sleep at home and do chores. Daddy, mommy. It is not all about chores for these children. Don't forget that you are building them up as well to also be able to work for themselves, earn an income, and be able to be accountable to themselves in the near future. In their schools, they are teaching them entrepreneurship. In their schools, they are teaching them craft. They are teaching them digital tools. They are teaching them digital tools. They are teaching them so much more. And you need to collaborate with the schools. For many parents that don't even check up on the work of their students, I don't know. But the fact is that you need to know what they're doing in school and just consolidate that to help them. So, I'm just here today to ginger you up as parents with a 15-year-old child and above into teenage years. Please get them into doing some work. Yes, and I mean work. Get them into paid employment. These are the times, in fact, summer is 2 months, about 2 months, and you never know, they could enjoy it if it's the one that has proximity for them getting home from school. They can continue after summer. But I must put a caution here that you need to check your children, and that's why I said parents must understand their children and their academics as well for you to be able to push them out to do other things. So if you know that they are not students that are really strong academically, you don't want to worsen their kids by giving them extra things, because when money start entering their eye when they start making money, then they feel they don't want to go back to school, or they just put the academics as second fiddle in their lives. You don't want to do that. That's not what we want to achieve. But we want to make them engage as possible. We want to minimize as much of their screen time. We want to minimize as much of their sleep time. We want to make them useful as well for themselves. And that is why you must look beyond keeping them engaged at home. If you have family vacations that you have planned, all well and good. 1 week, 2 weeks, go and come back and get them working. In fact, before you go, get them to have gotten a job that would get them engaged when you return. Don't forget that these children are always active. They are active children that need something to get them engaged. And all they do is probably play games, watch TV, watch movie, play games on the TV, or visit their friends, just want to be outside. And outside can also be interesting to them if you get them to work. So I want to encourage you as parents, please, if you have children that do babysitting courses, and if there are children that love cooking or love entertaining or love cleaning, they can get their food safety courses as well and be able to work in stores where they sell food, like eateries, cafeterias, or where you can go in and eat. And these children will really enjoy it because they will definitely be getting some tips from there as well. So they will enjoy this. They will come back and tell you that they enjoy their work. And this builds a lot more skills in them beyond academics. And you want to build this in your children. When they start earning money, let them be accountable to that money. Don't let them just spend it anyhow. You teach them money skills by them earning money. So by that, they will know that they just don't come asking you for one thing or the other because they feel you are 100% responsible for them. Yes, we know we are 100% responsible for them, but they need to earn some things, and it is not automatic because you also don't get these monies automatically. By them working, they understand these skills, and these are skills that you need to build in them. Back in Nigeria, sometimes these are things that people frown at, that how can I send my child to go and work? They need to finish school first. But here in Canada, it doesn't work like that. We see that some students after their high school, that's the end for them academically. They just go into work, and that's how they build these years of experience, and they become seniors to us that have been seniors or experienced back in our home countries. So begin to build these skills for them. They will have this in their resume when they put it up for jobs, and this will be they build soft skills, they build technical skills, they build all these skills while they work. And Don't feel that your child, I know a couple of parents have approached me and said, how are my own children getting jobs and their own children are not getting jobs? And I say, look, there's always a first time to these things. When you start new job, sometimes you don't get, because or it you have slimmer chances because it's a new experience. But you need to put in some volunteer hours as well in the resumes of your children. They volunteered in school. Some of their schoolwork needs them volunteering for something or the other. Let it be included, because those are skills that they've actually put in those jobs. They've earned those skills, they've achieved those skills, and they've learned one or two things, whether interpersonal skills, communication skills, helping others, you know soft skills that can help them even in the job. These things, put it in their resume, help them to draft a good and concise one-page resume, and they will be able to do it. And for them as students, what sells more for them is soft skills, how they interact well, how they show up when they have a shift, for instance, how they interact with whoever they are going to be working with in maybe homes or residents of seniors. How do they interact with this? I remember a time my daughter also works in Luther Care, for instance, as a server in summer last year. She really enjoyed it. She brought food home, she interacted, she had reasons to. They weren't doing so much actually, but she had opportunities to interact with other teenagers. They had slots for teenagers because they know that this is the time for them to work. So they make slots available for them. And after school, they transit them into like evenings where they can do from like 4 to 7 or 4 to 8. So you must just work out those timings to favor your child and plan logistics. And I always say every student must know how to navigate the bus system. This helps them be independent from their parents, so they are not constantly dependent on them dropping them off, picking them up, because you have your own life too. You have work to do, and you can't be incorporating them on a daily basis for them getting to work. So when they can navigate their transportation logistics, then it makes it easier. And look at your where you live, look at logistics for them regarding bus, how many buses they take. If it takes them maximum 2 buses, it's still okay. But if it takes them like 3 buses, it weighs them out, they become tired. And children, they have very low resilience. They will say they are not going again. So make it interesting for them. One bus, easy for them. Don't forget that when they want to continue during school time, when September school resumes, they might enjoy the job right now and want to continue. Logistics might just set in and not make them be able to go through that journey. Put all of these things in perspective when you eventually find these jobs for them, and make them look for the job. This is responsibility. They have their Gmail or email. Let them look for the job. Put them through the process of doing it. You can't spoon feed them for so long. They are teenagers. They are becoming to live an independent life, because when they get to 18 and they'll be forming muscle that I'm an adult that doesn't know how to do one thing. Let them learn how to do these things themselves. Check up on them and let them check with you how far they've gone, what are the responses they had, and help them navigate all this. If you have to speak with whoever is hiring on their behalf, please do that in the interest of your child, because I remember just recently my daughter got a job somewhere else. It was 3 buses. She really liked the place. It was a play area for children. She knows, she probably just goes there to be cleaning and making the place look good. There's really not so much fuss. And she was going to be slotted in for trainings and all that, but we looked at the logistics for her. Would it be easy? Something she wants to continue, because she's going to go into grade 12 in September, and she will have very limited classes, and she will be able to work even more hours if she wants to. Logistics won't favor her, because when we enter this winter proper, how will she navigate the bus system? 3 buses, and from school it might be 2 buses, but look, it might not be something she will really enjoy because of the winter. When she was working in Luther Care too, it was just 2 buses, but the buses were straightforward for her. She gets the bus right from school to Center Mall, and then from Center Mall takes her to her last bus stop, where she just walks a few minutes to the place, and she loved it. And she closes by 7, so logistics was easy for pickup, my husband picks her up, or my son goes to pick her up, or I pick her up if that works out. So at that time we will do that for her. But as work becomes busy for everybody, you want to be able to make everybody be independent of their own journey and be able to navigate life by themselves, especially as regards logistics. So recently, I think it was even on Canada Day, we just took a drive again around the city, somewhere that was around us for logistics reasons as well. And we began to drop resumes. She had applied to some of these places online, but some no responses. And, we just dropped a resume at a particular eatery, and then she got a call the next day. In fact, when she walked in, she was saying, "Mom, you need to come." I said, "No, I am not coming in with you. Walk in there and tell them, hey, I'm a student. I'm looking for a summer job. Are you hiring? Is your manager available? Can I have a chat with him?" Just a few words. And then she walked in, and they were actually having interviews with some students that needed summer jobs. And they just said, wait, I just wondered that she took quite a while, but she got interviewed on the spot. Was the availability? Can you work overtime? Because she came to me and eventually said that if she had to work overtime, they won't pay her. I say, no, that won't work. But eventually, when they called her to send in all her documents, I had to take the phone off her to speak with the manager and just clarify a couple of things. The minimum hours is also important. You don't want to stretch them out, working 8 hours. That will totally stretch them out. You want to consider maybe 3 to 4 hours for them in a day. If it's about 3 days in a week, that works fine. If it's every day, 3 days in every day, 3 hours, 4 hours, if logistics favors them going back and forth on their own, it's also good for them so that they can have other hours to do stuff by themselves in the house. And I'm most certain that they will enjoy this. In fact, my daughter also worked with the exhibition at the time after COVID. And, although it was busy because it's a very hot time in the summertime, she really enjoyed it. But she just said because it was just a 1 week thing. So you can start with that. The exhibition is something, I think it starts in August. It's something that you want to look forward to. When the hype is really up, just drive to the exhibition ground. There are people there that you can speak with and ask that you want to work. There's so many things to do, so many things, and there are shifts and hours that you can work for that period. It's just a 1 week thing, and then you get paid. That sets the pace for you on your resume, having an experience as well if you don't have one. So parents, don't keep your children at home during this summer. Apart from your vacation, please let them work. Give them duties at home as well. I always encourage that children should be useful when they're also on holiday. Let them tidy their rooms if they have to. Let them help out in some chores. You write things. I'm always, when I'm going to work, I write things for them to check out these particular tasks for them to do, apart from their regular tasks, because there are some things that they don't have time to do because of school. And while on holiday, they don't have an excuse. No excuse. I am an accountability mom. They don't have excuse, and they have to do it. So I tell them, the one that is going to cook, make lunch, do this. This potato is growing. Please make something out of it. They make something out of it. Make spaghetti, or they make their own version of the food, and we all enjoy it. Oh, in fact, my son makes the best spaghetti that we eat at home right now, and we really love it. So he's our go-to spaghetti man. He makes that for us, and we all enjoy it. So please make your children useful to themselves and to you this summertime, and let them earn some money, and then they'll be accountable to the money. Trust me, when they earn the money, you'll see them. They will spend money wisely, and they will ask you for money wisely because they know what it takes. When they come back really tired after working and they see that paycheck and they're like, they will spend the money with wisdom. Trust me. And those are ways to also help them to be independent here in Canada. Thank you so much for watching. If this has helped you or helped your child, please put in the comment section where you are going around searching for job. Just move around really, and just take a step of faith and help them find something that they would love to do. Please share this video to as many parents that are worried about how to get their children into working this summer period. Please subscribe if you haven't as well, and see you on another vlog. Bye guys.